Hello, hello, here talking about how art and spirituality coalesce in my world. I want to thank Crow.walk on Instagram, my recent buddy, for suggesting this topic. For me, art and spirituality are one energy. The word art to me speaks to communicating something in different ways. That's how I feel around art. And that's something that has been healing for me to reclaim. What's up, Lavish Deville? How are you? Flames, appreciate you. Thank you, my friend. Um, I came to this reckoning recently in my life. Oh, my little thing's coming over the edge there. I came to this reckoning where I thought, what good is my singing? What good is my, bless you, my friend. What good is my art? Like, how is this really contributing to human ascension? That was what I was asking. And I was reminded by loved ones in my life that when we receive messages through different medium, they integrate into our bodies in different ways, right? So it's kind of like if one person was to explain something to you, you would receive it in a certain way. And another person was to explain something to you, you would receive it in a different way. That's because each of their vibrations carries with it a specific artistic blueprint. When I think about art as a way of communicating, for me, it comes back to the vibrational authenticity of whatever is being communicated. And that's why vulnerable art is the best art, because it's real as fuck. It's raw as fuck. And so you can feel it, even if you didn't have the exact same experience as the person who is expressing around their art. Even if you, did not live or walk the same path as them, you can feel the authenticity in the art, and it can be so moving. Sense, and I was vibing, and I was like, this level of prayer to get to dance to music is totally different than when I'm sitting at my altar, seated and praying. It's a different energy. It's a different embodiment. And again, intention, prayer, manifestation, metaphysical experience and reality coming down to the wave particles. When we can embody our intention, it is created in a much deeper and more anchored way than when we're saying affirmations that we don't fully believe and they're not embodied, right? So that's where art comes in for me. Like the fact that I got to listen to art and dance as art, as prayer just now, made my prayer that much more expansive, that much more authentic, that much more real, I want to say. It actualized it to a whole different level. It actualized my vibration. And that's why I pray, is to feel connected to myself, connected to my guides, and to actually embody what I'm praying about. So art is a medium through which spirituality moves. Spirituality is everything. Spirit is, in my experience, the way I think about spirit is the microfibers of every moment of my life, the air, the fresh air, this wall, it's like it's all a beautiful hologram that spirit created for my piece of spirit to dance in, to play in, to move in, and to evolve in ultimately. And the reason that I bump up against things and experience contrast or difficulty in my life is so that my spirit can evolve. It's so I can learn a lesson. There's no such thing as failure when we try. When I am trying something out and putting my spirit into motion, taking action around something in my life, there's no way I can fail. The only way I can fail is if I don't try, if I don't express my spiritual energy. That's the only failure. And I'm really learning and integrating that lately. So any type of art or expression that I offer is always an expression of spirituality and can never be Fatuma, I love you. I was thinking about you this morning. You're so sweet. Any expression of I don't remember where I was. You distracted me. You got me bashful over here. Any expression that I make is always an expression of spirituality. And I tell people, like, we are all creatives. The way that we craft our minds, the way that we craft how we design our thoughts is an act of art. The way that we dress, how we show up in an embodiment is an act of art, because it's all an act of creation. It's all creativity. So something that I feel called to share about, I stumbled across this person named Heinz on the internet. His YouTube channel, if you vibe with this type of thing, you should definitely go follow him. Hindz, Heinz Site. He's from Vancouver, my hometown. Bop, bop. Met him years ago. But point is, this dude taught me about his celibate journey and the fact that he channels his sexual and creative life force energy into his creations, into his channel, into his offerings, into the words that he brings, and how he creates his art. And he inspired me so much, because when we think about it, sexual energy literally creates incarnations, right? That is the energy, that like horniness vibe, like that draws people together and literally allows them to channel a new soul from the ether and bring that soul into an incarnated experience. Like, talk about a magical energy. Lavish, thank you so much. You're so sweet. So glad you are enjoying the music, my friend. Thank you. So for me, I have been non-orgasmic, and saving that energy to channel into other spaces in my life. And for me right now, I'm really focusing on channeling it towards my own intimacy with myself. How can I become more intimate with myself? How can I hold more space of comfort for myself, more deeper connection with myself, and also bring that potent creative energy into my art and into how I express about spirituality and how I express just about being alive. For me, everything is spirit. So with that being said, thank you again so much for suggesting this topic. And everything is art and everything is spirit. Bottom line is my answer. Fatima said we love orgasms in our artworks. Yeah, we do. We love this, right? Like, creating can be so orgasmic. And when, like, I have all this sexual energy, especially being on testosterone, it's taught me more about the potency of sexual energy. It's taught me in a different way than before I was on testosterone. And being able to focus and channel that energy into places other than sex or sexuality directly, and bringing it more into how I'm expressing myself in my art and expressing myself, period, in my life, has been a beautiful journey for me. So that's all I'm going to say on this today. Please share about your experiences with how your art relates to your spirituality and how your creative and that sexual creation energy shows up in your life, how you channel it. And thank you so much for being here. Also, if you have any other topics that you want to hear me riffing on in the morning, please comment below or DM me on Instagram. And also, if you would like to work together one-on-one, I do one-on-one transformation coaching. And that's just like one of my favorite things to do, getting to dig deep with individual people and see how we can actualize more of your gifts and what you have to bring to this beautiful green earth. So, okay, my loves, that's all for me today. Feeling crystal fucking clear, feeling clear as day. Sending you so much love, and I'm out. Deuces.